He wants to keep running. The side will put him down, but it only takes the Aegis the Immortal. VP.
Naku, lakad mo to tol!
Normally. 5 and you play DP mid?
I don't know, because if you play DP mid, you're gonna play DP against Shadow Demon, which
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, but they
I-
go Deuce anyways.
I do think if you pick Bloodseeker though, you're up against Wraith King, which is a terrible matchup. So I think that it was just not a good idea.
Bro, there is no ogre. This is you can't see him anymore. And well, bottom lane, Benny's gonna get taken down by Michel. First blood secured on lane.
Yeah, so this was my concern with the double melee versus the Shadow Demon, is that they actually get that kill, and they might even get another one here onto Serum. There's going to be... Oh, well, he purges off the stacks of Shadow Poison. Still takes the damage, though, and Serum, he's going to end up dying in the river here. But Michael is just free to spam Shadow Poison from the trees. Not really much Tide can do, especially if he's kind of zoned out of Gush territory. XL top in trouble. Will end up dying.
Not
Careful
again.
here.
Serum getting smacked, and yeah, there's very little you can do at that point. Five
Maybe they
stacks.
get Michael on the way out? Nope. They do not get Michael on the way out. It'll be a little bit, maybe in 6 minutes you can ask him. So it's going to have to be a rotation top or a fight forced mid, as onto alone they go.
Oh, but he pumps out a lot of damage, gets one kill before he falls, almost takes down Serum. On top of the ancient camp
Here's
to make
the
sure
smoke.
they don't
They're gonna find
respawn.
Mini.
Oh, that's a big catch. Mini in trouble. Split Earth on top. Make sure that the stuns don't overlap. He's knocked down. Rolling Thunder in return. Sacred is probably just going to be left to his own devices.
Ravage in 5 seconds.
Michel,
Oh, they can cancel a TP if they need to.
can he get the blink going? Yes, he can. And he is possibly gone. There is a chase coming in from Hans. His spear comes out. And they should not be able to
Blink at
catch up.
6. He can get done. He's super strong right now. Blink, Deso, and Armlet. He's in fighting shape, and their smoke is going to break onto Sacred.
But they still get a catch onto the Shadow Demon, taken care of. Does have a buyback, and the tower is still standing for the time being. If you want to take an engagement, there. Deuce ulti gets used. Still no buyback coming out. It's getting a little bit dangerous. Exorcism gets popped. The arena in return alone gets smacked. He doesn't have a buyback, but Michel is back in action. They're all caught inside the arena, and Lumiere is pumping out damage. Benny, though, getting rid of Affliction. The supports are all drying on both sides. Benny dropping low. Armlet toggle. Yes, indeed. He doesn't lose a single life just yet. And Lumiere, he's now in trouble. The spear comes out, skewers him. The Ravage was saved by Serum. They control up the fight, looking for more. Look at Mini draining everyone empty. A TP in the middle of all that because there's barely any stuns available on APU King of Kings, but regardless, 4 kills secured, 5 if you count the buyback included. That is a gigantic fight for APU King of Kings with these 3 remaining heroes.
Yeah, so when I said Infamous were losing the plot, they skipped ahead to the end chapter where they realized, oh, they don't have their ultis, they can't fight us, and again, that's just constantly going to be the issue. Benny might lose a couple of lives here. This is not good. You have a spear ready.
Yep, that's going to be the second. Possibly. Armlet toggle. Okay, that's the second. Alone is here, but he's dropping a lot of HP. And comes Serum from behind because they got the outpost. And Benny, he's being controlled for the time being. Will that be a third? Trying to toggle his way, but Benny finally does pay the price. Sexy Fat inside the pit. Can't get himself over it. 3 lives. He's not going to be able to move. And that's exactly the case. They just caught him off guard. Benny trying to run away. Gets the blink to safety. Sexy Fat, though, going back in. Turning around with that shard. In comes the Deuce ulti. Everyone needs to be careful. The Stone Gaze. Well, they will at least get themselves 1 kill during the Ravage, but there's the arena from Sacred holding them at bay. Benny doesn't have a BKB just yet. Lumiere's actually being controlled on one side. His team is not there. In comes Alone. Split Earth only connects onto one. Lumiere going for the TP out, and Lumiere is gone. Alone will most likely have to pay the price. Is being chased by Hanses, but yeah, there's the death onto Alone indeed.
Gonna go for it. Oh no. Oh, okay. There's going to be the disruption. Who is that onto? It's onto Mini. All the ghosts are out, but unfortunately the final ghost will fall. Hannesis now is the one left alive, as Infamous or APU Kings have been scattered to the wind, rather. And this dodges the stun, but he's not going to be able to dodge that spear.
Just almost pure physical damage, so he just needs a ton of armor to be able to stay alive. Weaver getting caught out, Split Earth on top.
Oh, man.
And nothing he could do to respond there.
Yeah, there's Alone dropping the tip. Let me see here. I was going to bring something up. Oh, okay, hold
Serum
that thought.
gonna
We're
get
gonna fight. Oh,
jumped.
there's Refresher on Sexy Fat. That's what I was going to bring up. Serum's just dead, though.
Yeah, Lumiere
But it has Refresher,
to push.
which he does have, compared to only Serum having buyback on APU Kings.
Who's gonna get to pick it up? There's an arena, but the jump away comes through, so they do manage to get themselves back on the side of APU King of Kings. The bugs in return, will they go for the full engagement? No, just a little bit of a tickle fest. Actually, Lumiere jumping in the middle of all of his opponents. Exorcism gets used. Mini trying to get the back line.
Oh, he's up on the high
Oh
ground.
my god! He does have the flicker to try and get himself off of the high ground, though he still took damage, so he couldn't get the jump away, and that is used. They already get rid of Michelle. He doesn't have a buyback available. Alone goes for the TP to safety. And how does that happen?
The Basher being queued up.
Oh, they're going to jump in immediately on towards Alone, and Sacred BKB gets popped just in the nick of time. No stun lock coming through. But Sexy Fat's continuing the chase. Deuce ulti gets used. Nope. Beeline backwards. Sexy Fat on the run. Swashbuckle.
Oh, got a bad bounce.
Ooh, blink. Refresher. He just uses the refresher to run. And,
Gonna try and fight this?
yeah, they're going back in. He's gonna roll all the way on top of Lumiere, trying to keep him occupied. They lose Sacred. That's a big kill. No arena being popped in the fight. Ravage gets blown, going for Alone. And in the meantime, Lumiere's being kited completely. Benny will lose his first life, though, coming through from Alone's magic damage. And now there's no way to control Lumiere anymore once he's popped the BKB. Benny gets slowed down, very slowly dying on the side. Again, very slowly in the Roche pit. Benny toggle TP gets himself to safety.
Weaver, who is transitioning nicely into a core, as the full Daedalus up in BKB. They're gonna fight.
Lumiere's losing a lot of mana currently, trying to get the supports on the backline, it seems, but they're a bit distracted. They're forgetting to go for the cores. They're just trying to lock down Lumiere, but he still has the Aegis. They actually used way too much on Lumiere and just did not go for the backline whatsoever this time around.
No BKB from Mini here. There's no Rolling Thunder either. Of course, they can kill Lumiere, but he doesn't care because he has Aegis. Can they get him on the second life?
Split Earth spam is pretty annoying to deal with regardless. Benny jumps the backline. Michelle dropping low, taken down, but Benny, that's going to be his first life gone. No BKB for the second. Deuce's ulti has been used. Serum doesn't have his ulti of Ravage available. Benny does have a buyback, should use it immediately to rejoin. The arena gets dropped, but there's no one in it. And Hans is on the run. He is going to get taken down. Does not have a buyback available. Now he does.
He's got Aegis. They're about to lose their last building. Here goes Sexy Fat. Oh, Infamous. They're playing it patient. Nicely done. They just have to wait out this Rolling Thunder, but
he's got a
Kings
second,
are not going to give him the light of day.
Refresher, Sacred with the arena. Onto Mini he goes. Sexy Fat's trying to get the stun lock going. His first one is gone. Does have the second one to use. Mini needs to be careful.
So Ravage ready.
Lumiere, he's just trying to jump and chase. Serum, can he get anyone? He doesn't have a blink dagger just yet on the tie down. He's going to pop his Ravage. They spot out Sacred on the side. He doesn't have a BKB. Sacred is down. 80 in 95 seconds. Alone, can he keep Lumiere alive right now? They're surrounding him. Nice Split Earth coming through, but Lumiere is losing all of his HP. Lumiere is dead. 100 seconds. Does have a buyback available. And now on the high ground, Alone is going to get chased down. APU King of Kings, they're turning it around, and they find themselves the crucial kills that are necessary. The problem is everything is pushing into their base. Your opponents.
He's going to commit as well. He's going to carry this game from the position 4 Weaver. He's done a great job in the early game as well with the Urn upgrading to a Vessel very quickly, but here comes a fight.
Does have a Ravage, but he is getting stunned up. Does have a buyback in 8 seconds, so losing him is not the end of the world. Alone on the backline with Mini taking the fight. Alone going for the TP out. Hansa takes almost Alone down. Alone is dead. Mini gets stunned up though, and that's a full stun lock. Mini should lose his life. Buybacks aplenty on both sides, and surprisingly enough, APU King of Kings haven't lost anyone that doesn't have a buyback.
He got Sacred though. He doesn't have buyback. That's a big
available. And Sacred as well.
Sacred don't. Supports don't.
Oh, jumping onto Michel, but
no.
Disc saves his life. There's... Oh my god, the pounce is heavy. Sacred losing a lot of HP, but there's the Stone Gaze stunning them up for the time being. And they're just going to try and walk away. Benny will lose his first life, but he's got that second and even the third in if it's necessary. He gets speared backwards, right towards Lumiere. And that's going to be Benny's second life gone. But in the meantime, Hanses is trying to get the right clicks in on the back line. Hard to get control on Sacred. There's the refresher. There's the catch onto Mini. The Ravage gets blown by Sam. Refresher. Second Ravage coming through. They're getting all stun locked for the time being. But Benny, he's losing his HP. Benny is dead. That's going to be his second life, third life gone. And they're losing everyone on the side of APU King of Kings. This time around, they tried to man fight the Dusa. And that is where it all went horribly wrong.
Yeah, a really big difference there as Alone saves his BKB. He sees this double Ravage coming. He's ready for it as well. He's got a DD rune. They just have to go for it. Okay. Up with the blink forward. Oh, no.
Oh, the control onto the Weaver. That's the Rapier and
GG.
Gem drop. GG being called. And Seek, this game went up and down, left and right. And it ended in one absolute gigantic bombardment of pixelated fragments right there.
Is an Emperor like good versus Lash because you don't really get stunned ever and...
I have no idea about mid matchups, my friend.
Okay, they go Monkey.
And that was an immediate Viper pick. Infamous, they used to play, if you guys remember, with Mr. G.
APU Kings are adjusting very nicely.
And that's kind of what you expect on a TA. You see it against like Huskars as well. Most of the time they just head into the jungle. They farm faster, sometimes even a big gank attempt onto Serum, but this is very deep from Michel. They will find first blood onto Alone, and the kill in return will be secured by Benny. But there's another TP coming out. That is Mini going in for Alone, looking for the catch onto the Viper, and that should be a kill secured with Mini taking a lot of damage in return, but he will be just fine.
Well, here's actually Alone rotating on over. They might set up for a kill here. Again, they're going to scout Michael, though, so they know something's coming.
Well, Sexy Fat just burning away. Very little that he can do at that point if Alone is right on top of him with all those... Meantime, Infamous smoked up. They might just be able to get Sexy Fat the moment he gets his Orchid. And Sacred says hi. The rest of the team right behind him as well. Dodges the boulder smash, but the rolling boulder will not be dodged. And that is Sexy Fat taken down.
Don't want to anyone. Might just Fiend's Grip him here. You need a Fiend's Grip.
Better safe than sorry. Definitely a kill that you want to secure, because we saw in the first game how terribly annoying Hanses can be. Sexy Fat dropping low rolling boulder connects. He doesn't even use his Orchid in the situation. Gets completely taken out. Mini with the DP and a very unfortunate timing. The slows on him. The chase from Sacred running in the trees does not help against the Timbersaw.
Too easily. And that means he's not going to be able to push this tower. Mostly as well because they've lost their own tier 1, so any defense that this mount is going to be super effective.
Fiend's Grip. Well, that is a good way to make it happen. You just roll Michael on top of someone, kick him back, and then Affliction just stands there with the
Going to kind of neutralize the natural advantage that Radiant has when it comes to taking Roche.
Michel in trouble. Does get the Magnetize off. And will eventually get taken down. There is a chase from the rest of Infamous, though. Can they get a catch? Mini very slightly slowed, rooted up. Oh, no. That is Monkey King in a very tough spot. The haste rune right in front of him. Sacred tries to pick it up, but it's going to be Hanses securing it instead. But yeah, Mini's having absolutely a terrible game. Seems, plus with the Ring of Basilius aura, so there is something busted. That is very annoying. Well, 5.2 seems a little bit too low considering Orchid already gives him 4 mana regen. Oh, Sacred. Drop in low. Finally does get taken down. Mini with the Wukongs. Roll on top. Still gonna take too much damage to stay alive though. Almost takes out Michel, but
Monkey King.
Well, the plus side is high ground defense is pretty solid with the Axis build. Downside is Sexy Fat's gonna most likely lose his life again. No one can actually get anywhere close, because if you do, well, Serum shows you exactly what happens in that situation. You're just going to get run down by this gank squad.
As Lumiere is hunting down Sexy Fat. Oh, yep, there's, of course, a Manta style there, so Sexy Fat is in a lot of trouble. He's got Hannes here to support him, but, well, there's Michael. That is going to be maybe a double kill, at least one. What a sexy fat.
Nowhere that he can really run from the Illusion Army and Michelle on that.
We'll probably let one lane go at this stage, but they can't really afford to let the Negas go this early.
Well, I don't think they can do too much about it. They're cutting the creep wave as much as they can. Hansa's rushing in to take him down, but there's one melee creep walking around in the enemy's base, keeping it all going. Mini gets Fiend Script in the meantime by Affliction, and Mini is gone. No buyback available, and that's going to be Mega. Serum is dead as well. The Naga just does too much damage. And with that, Mega secured in 28 minutes. The roar comes out from Sexy Fat. He does have his Axe done. He's trying to get the kill onto Affliction, who gets dispelled. So the debuff is at the very least gone, and Affliction is healed up immediately. GG gets called, and that means it's over for the APU King of Kings.
Yes, they are. For Valky, they say. Yes, that is going to be GG for them.
Right. Trinkets.